Hi everyone, my name is Prabodha Dewanarayana. Now, within past couple of days on social media, I was talking about that I need to make a podcast. So I thought, why not, without planning too much, I will shoot my first episode. So here you go. This is my first or the pilot episode of my podcast. So before starting this podcast, I was wondering, like, what are the topics that I should talk here, or like, what are the topics that I should discuss here? So I thought that, should I talk about technology, or should I talk about literature, or IELTS, which is my subject, or English, or those kind of like basic updated topics. Then I thought that, I should talk about choices, because no matter, it doesn't matter you are poor or you are rich or whatever, everyone has to make choices. We have to make choices no matter what, regardless of our social positions or education background. So therefore, I want to talk about my choices. In my life, I have made both good and bad choices. Am I proud of my good choices? Yes, I am way too proud of my good choices. And I have made some bad choices as well. And I have some regrets, but the thing is, I consider those choices as a kind of like a learning process, or kind of like a learning opportunity. So therefore, like, the past is past, it has gone. So therefore, we learn something from it. We learn the mistakes. We learn what not to do. So therefore, we make it a kind of like an education thing. So I'm thankful for my wrong choices as well. And especially when it comes to the education, I think I've made a choice to come to the university when I was around 25 or 26, and at that time nobody is willing to come to a university and get a degree. But I thought that, hey, why not? I should go for it, and I did it anyway. So and I'm very proud of my choice. And I think it was not easy. It was not easy. There were some times that I wanted to go back and just give it up, to be honest with you. But somehow I just thought that however, fulfill my target or my ambition. So finally I did it, and I'm very happy about it. So I think every one of us have to make choices. Even Lord Buddha, he has to make choices. So, we are a product of our choices, aren't we? Some people say that some things it's kind of like a God's benediction, or like astrology, whatever. But I'm not going to comment on those things. But I think personally, each and every thing that we have right now on our hand is the choices that we have made. So therefore, I think people, me, you, everyone should focus more on choices rather than anything else. So you guys can send me messages or send me WhatsApp messages saying, okay, these are the choices, Prabodha, that I have made. These are the good choices, the bad choices, and these are the results of it. You can communicate with me through all my social media platforms are open for you guys. All the suggestions, criticisms are welcome. So yeah, go ahead and tell me what are the choices that you made, that it went the right way and it went the wrong way. So yeah, I think my first episode, or the first pilot episode, should be very short, because this is kind of like an experiment thing. So I will put out this one. I will post this video on my social media platform and see how it goes. Then step by step, I will gradually maybe change the technological aspect, maybe change the background, or maybe change the topics or whatever, right? So thank you for listening to the first episode of my podcast. I think I haven't even named this podcast yet, but yeah, hey, these are my ideas. I want to talk. That's why I started this podcast, because I have a lot of things to say. So therefore, some people might like it, some people might not like it, but whatever happens, I'm willing to accept both those ideas, good and bad. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Right, then have a nice day. Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.